Hello everyone, in this video let us try to understand the various types of declarations. In this we will try to understand where and let. Where is our old way of declaring variables, but your TypeScript gives you another way of declaring variable, that is let. Now what is the difference between where and let? Where is function scoped and let is block scoped. Now what do you mean by function scoped and blocked scoped? Let us see that. Say I have a function called as test and I'm declaring a variable where marks 33, where result pass. So I have two variables, one is marks, another is result. Marks value is 33 and result value is pass. If marks is less than 35, then my result is fail. Now you can see that I am redeclaring variable result. So I have where result here and where result here. Result value is fail. Now I'll say console.log inside if. So inside this block I'm trying to display result. Then outside this block I'm again trying to display result. So this is inside test. Now as per our logic or as per our thinking, if I'm using result inside if, it should refer to this fail. If I'm using result outside if, that means inside test, it should refer to this pass. But what happens? Now wherever I use result, it refers to the latest declaration. So this is function scoped. So I can say where result inside if I have another block, I can again say where result and write something. So whatever I update the last value, it will get reflected everywhere. This was the default feature in JavaScript and this is how it works. Now in TypeScript, this is not the case. I can go with let. I have marks, let result equals to pass. If marks less than 5, let result equals to fail. So here I have two different variables. Here both the result refers to the same variable, but here I have two different variables. One variable for this if block, that is result fail. Inside if, the result will be fail. Outside if, that is inside test, the result is pass. You can see that both the results are referring to the latest declaration. Here the result which is inside if block is referring to this result, and the result outside if block, that is inside test, is referring to this. This is what your expected functionality. Hope you might have understood the difference between block scoped and function scoped. Result variable is function scoped. In throughout this function, if you change the value of result, whether you say where or not, it gets reflected everywhere. So it is function scope. Block scope, this variable's scope is inside this if block and this result variable is inside this block. Let is block scope. So from here onwards, whenever we want to declare variable, we will use let. Now let us see its demo. Now you need not to worry, I am not going to write the complete code. I have the code written with me. I'll just copy and paste it. I have copied the code and pasted here in this way. Right click and say paste. So once I paste, I get the code snippet over here. Now I can use this code snippet, drag and drop. So most of the students are getting confused. They have been asking me questions that you are getting the code here but we are not getting the code. So this is not the Visual Studio who has given the code. This is me who wrote the code in Notepad, copied it and just right clicked and pasted it, so that you need not to keep watching me typing the code. So here you have where, here you have where. So in both the cases it should write fail. Now let me execute /first F12. So test T should be in caps because we are calling this method capital T. Now I'll say Control F5. So inside if it is fail, and inside test also it is fail. You can see that. If you want, you can put a breakpoint and I can simply call test. Now it reaches this. Now see that result is pass. F10, result is fail. The value of result is fail. It has been changed. So here it will be fail, and here also it will be fail. Inside if fail, inside test fail. Now let me say let and let. Execute this. Now I'll say F10. So here it should write fail, that is inside if, and inside test it should write pass. Here it should write pass, and inside if it should write fail. Inside if it is fail, and inside test it is pass. So that's it. This is the difference between var and let way of declaring variables. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much.